Hello and welcome everybody to the Cappin podcast. I am your host. My name is Nate, and I am joined by Caitlin.
Hi.
And we are supposed to be joined by my co-host Martin, who has basketball tryouts, I believe. So yeah, he couldn't be here, even though I told him to be here, but that's fine. That's his fault. Anyway, I have a list of topics to talk about. So Martin's doing basketball. So I don't know how often he's actually going to be on the podcast. I might have to carry this, but I guess we'll see how that goes. So this was kind of an idea we just thought of really randomly. I think I was with you, Caitlin, when we came up with the idea for it. It was like on a Saturday. We were just chilling on campus, and I don't know what we were just like talking about. I don't even know what we were talking about. We should make a podcast. Our conversations are so funny. They're not, but we thought it would be interesting to make a podcast. So my first idea for this was to put on Spotify or Apple Music or not Apple Music, but iTunes, or something like that. And looking into it, you need like an RSS server, which is like $10 a month or something like that. It's just not worth it, to me anyway, because I'm poor and I don't have $10 a month. So we decided to do it on YouTube. Not sure how that's going to go over. I don't really know how I'm going to edit this video, because it is a video. It's not even an audio file. So I don't know how this is going to do. But, it's going to be like one person listening to this. It's like just going to be my friends. I don't know how this is going to get out. But we'll see. We could expand. People could find out. We'll see. I don't know. We're probably going to do a podcast every couple weeks. I mean, like, we're high school students, so, we'll see how work stuff goes. But try to put a podcast at least once a month. Anything to add?
Mm-mm.
Great. I have... Okay, so... me and Caitlin just finished making a TikTok in the student center, and so that was a fun one. It's pretty much about this game we have at our school called Gotcha. If you want to talk a little bit about that, Caitlin.
Yeah, so it's basically a week where like techie kids make a website that assigns each student another student to tag. And the goal is to tag as many people before someone tags you and to survive the entire week. And once you tag your person, you get that person's person. So it's just a massive game of tag all over the campus, and it's kind of wild. It's a little bit like Hunger Games minus the bloody murder. It's really fun. Both of us got out on the second day, so...
I got the first day.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that wasn't really unfortunate. No, because, my TikTok was about how it goes from, 10 to, 3:30 every day. And I hadn't seen the person I have to tag or the person supposed to tag me all day. So I was like, all right, you know what, I'll just, kind of chill for, the rest of the day. He's not going to tag me. It's probably 3:20. There's 10 minutes left in the game. I'm like, I'll be fine. So I go to the main area of the student center, and I'm chilling. I have a bag of Doritos in my hand, so I can't really run anywhere.
Because of Doritos?
Yeah, Doritos. I have a bag of Doritos. I was hungry. Leave me alone. So I sorry, I'm sick. I have this bag of Doritos. I just have nowhere to run, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll be fine. And this girl comes up to me, or I see her walk down the stairs. I'm like, she's looking straight at me, acting really suspicious. But because I'm dumb, I just kind of stood there, and I was like, you know what, it'll be fine. She probably just is just looking in my direction. Comes closer. I'm like, I know her, and I realize she's trying to tag me. Turn around, and there's a pole right behind me. So I kind of run into a pole, stuck there, tags me. I'm out in the last 10 minutes of the game. So that's how I got out on the first day.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it was really annoying. But there's always next year. I have yet to make it past the first day. So that's kind of annoying. But I guess my junior year, I'll have to do that. But Caitlin, tell us about how you got out.
Okay, so the kid who had me, like, never made a move to get me, so I was just kind of chilling. I didn't know what he looked like, but a few people had told me who he was ahead of time. And then, like, my person, I'd never seen them on campus before. So I was just, like, kind of like Nate. I was just, like, chilling. I didn't really know what to do. And then I was in the stew hanging out with people at break, I think, on the second day. So yesterday. And Lila, who is our friend, was running after the guy who had me, and she tags him on the stew stairs, and then I just stand there, because I know that now Lila has me, and she's like a track star, so she's really fast, and I'm not really fast, and so I was just, like, frozen in fear, and then Nate, like, turns me around and pushes me, and then I find out later that he holds Lila back. So, yeah, I survived that. And then I had study hall the next period, and I come out of the library after study hall is over, and there's Lila again. So then I actually had to run from her. And then I was just hiding out in my dorm, and I changed costumes like 3 times because I was going for the hiding method rather than the running method. And I was just chilling in my dorm before one of my last classes of the day, and a bunch of people start texting me that Lila got tagged by the person who's top on the leaderboard. So then I was like, shoot, I'm going to die. And then I'm just walking over to my next class, like, knowing that the end was coming, and the girl just, like, walks up to me and tags me, and I don't even try to run. And then she was, like, kind of annoying. She told me to tag out, like, 4 times, but, yeah.
I'm gonna have to bleep all the last names you just said.
Okay.
But that's fine.
That's fine.
No, I don't want to expose people without their permission. Can you move closer? Because, like, it's not picking up most of your voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gotcha. It's honestly pretty fun. But, yeah, it's really annoying if you don't do well. But anyway, that was what my TikTok was about. I can link my TikTok in the description. Actually, no, I won't. I'm not gonna do that. That's a bad idea. I don't want people finding my TikToks. But yeah, I pretty much was jumped into a wall or a locker out of frustration at the end of my TikTok. So that was fun. My shoulder kind of hurts now. Yeah, Kayla just filming me. She helped film me. And yeah, she was laughing all the time. So that was funny. What else? You do TikTok a lot.
I do TikTok a lot.
Want to talk about that? First of all, how do you find out about it?
I think I found out about it through, like, my Instagram explore page, because I just started, like, seeing a bunch of TikToks pop up that people had reposted on Instagram. And at first, I was, like, kind of with the majority of people thinking, oh, this is so dumb, like, that's a waste of time. And then, like, I started to see, like, more funny TikToks, and I was like, So I was like, over the summer, I downloaded the app, and I was just gonna be like, oh, this is funny, I'm just gonna watch the TikToks. But then I kind of got addicted to the app, and I started making my own. Yeah, a lot of them are really embarrassing. I kind of regret posting them, but it's fine. Do it for the likes, am I right?
What is, like, the most amount of likes you've ever gotten?
Most amount of likes, I think, is 1,600.
That's, like, actually a lot, though. Like,
yeah, 8,500 views.
So how do people, like, find it, though? Like, how does that work? Because, like, you don't have that many followers, so, like...
Yeah, I only have, like, 94 followers. But as more of your followers, like, view the whole TikTok and like it or, like, share it, more people get it on their For You page. So, like, as more people do that, more people end up seeing it. So it's kind of an interesting system. But, like, at the beginning of my TikTok career, it was kind of rough because I had so few followers that, like, no one got my TikToks on their For You page. So it's like, once you get famous, you kind of just keep getting more famous. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like most pages don't do it like that, which I think is interesting because you'll have like maybe 100 followers and be getting thousands of views and thousands of likes. So I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you hear about? Like, I don't really know much about it. Probably know more, but what's up with like the stuff about like privacy issues with the app? Did you hear about that?
I heard about it, but I didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I really don't know what's up with it. I think people are making it like way bigger deal than it actually is, because, I mean, it's not like you're putting like your credit card or like social like security number on the app. It's just like dumb videos of you like doing stuff with different audio. Like it, I don't think people are way. I think people are way too worried about like stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's just like a kind of a publicity thing, because like if you don't make your account private and people see your videos, then like random people who you don't know can also see your videos. So I have a feeling it's kind of like a safety issue that parents are worried about with their young kids, because it's not necessarily that your information is getting out, but like your name and age and like location, if you put that in, can be found out, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's like I mean, you can say that for a lot of different social media apps. I mean, any of them you can do all that. Like, it's just about like when is like a good time, or for, I mean, we're obviously not parents, but like for parents, like when would be a good time to let your kid, or say like, go ahead, like you like have your own, you have like independence in this world, pretty much. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't know much about it. Obviously, I'm not a parent, but like, what would you say would be like a good like indicator of when's like a good time to like let your kid just go off and say like, you have independence when it comes to social media?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because my mom has always been kind of loose with stuff like that. Like, I didn't get a phone until 8th grade, but, like, she never restricted me with apps or anything, or even, like, time limits on my phone. So I think it's just, like, a matter of, like, trust with your kid. Like, I'd say trust comes before age, per se. It's, like, everyone matures at a different age. So I guess parents, just based on their level of trust, decide when to give their kids more freedom. Yeah. Personally, I think that kids should be given more freedom, but I'm also not a parent, so.
Yeah, I get that. Like, for me anyway, I got my phone when I was in 6th grade, which a lot of people would say is young. But that was also my first time. Well, I'd gone to the same school since kindergarten, and it's my first time taking the bus, so I'd never dealt with that. I was also doing a lot of, or at least some commuting on my own. So I guess I kind of had, I was given like a lot of independence there. So the way my parents thought about it was, they'll give me this one bit of kind of, I don't want to say security, but some means of, I don't know, I just adding to that freedom, I guess. Like, if they can trust me to walk to the bus stop, they can trust me with a phone. But they were very strict about that, though. So stuff like, I couldn't have social media, couldn't have certain games, and a lot of the stuff was like very restricted. And there wasn't really there wasn't like one time where they said, okay, now you have access to this, now you have access to that. It was more just kind of gradual, and it was like almost like me saying to myself, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to expose myself to this platform or these people or whatever. So yeah, I felt like that was kind of, there was no real indicator, just kind of like happened over time. I need to go at 3:30, so we have like 15 minutes left of this.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to talk about before we go?
No.
Okay. I had a list. I think I mostly went through it. A lot of it was about TikTok. So I'm trying to think. What else is there? All right. Well, what was it like coming from? You're from Washington State. So what is it like going from Washington State, which from what I've heard is a very like, or from where you're from, is a very small town, to like Boston, or this isn't Boston, but our school. I'm not gonna say where our school is because, yeah, but it like to the Boston area.
It's really weird. Like, I've been out here a lot because my mom and dad are both from here, and I have grandparents out here. But I'd never really interacted with people outside of my family over here. And, like, coming from Washington, like, the weather there sucks. It rains for 9 months out of the year, and then the summer is, like, pretty nice. And, like, the people over there are insanely passive-aggressive, and they're very closed off. And there's something called, like, the Seattle freeze or Washington freeze, where people just will not say hi to you if you pass them on the sidewalk. Like, if you smile at someone, they'll, like, look away or, like make a face at you. Like, I don't experience that here. Like, I haven't really been outside of the campus much. But, like, everyone I say hi to, like, says hi back. Or, like, if I'm walking on the street, people will just, like, wave at me. And, like, coming from Washington, it kind of weirds me out sometimes because I'm like, should I trust you? But then it's also like people are just being nicer than they are here. Well, nicer than they are in Washington. So that's definitely a different aspect. And then, like, this school is a lot bigger than the ones I've been at previously. Like, my grade from elementary to middle school had tops 34 kids in it, which is really small. So there weren't a lot of people that, like, I was friends with just because we were all so different. So there weren't a lot of people that I could relate to, especially because I wasn't from the area that this school was in. Like, I'm from a relatively poor town that's kind of far away, and I went to a private school in a really rich town. So, like, that was always different for me. But I guess coming here, it's kind of the same, but there are a lot more people that I can relate to because there are a lot more different people at this school because my grade is, like, 150 people or something. And then, like, I also have friends in other grades, so that's pretty nice. And then it's definitely different being away from my mom. It's like, I've lived in the same house my entire life with my mom and sister. And my sister went to the same school that we're both attending right now. So I was pretty used to being, like, an only child. But I guess it's even more different when you don't have a parent with you. I kind of like it, though. Like, the independence is really nice. The food here sucks. The only thing I like at this school is the ice cream and the French toast.
You like the French toast here?
Yeah.
The French toast sticks?
Not the sticks.
Oh, what are the French toasts?
The actual French toast. They serve it on weekends.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm a day student. I'm from Boston, so I don't really know what the French toast, actual good French toast. I just get the sticks. The sticks are usually, like, hard and, like, crispy, and they're just not good.
No. Yeah. There's, like, a lot to talk about this school. It's kind of weird because I'm a repeat, so this is my second freshman year. Because transferring from a school in Washington, like, I didn't learn a lot at that school. It was too easy for me. So coming here, I was like, well, should I go into sophomore year with a bunch of people that I don't know and very few new kids entering the school, and then be one of only a few new people at the school in my grade? Or should I repeat freshman year and learn, like, more material than I did last year and, like, get ahead in some classes because I didn't have to repeat my math class or my history class. I'm actually ahead with those classes. And I was like, well, being a freshman again kind of sucks because we're at the bottom of the food chain. But I'm also young for my grade, so I ended up deciding to be a freshman again. And it's actually turned out pretty good. It's like class of 2023 has a bad rep, but like I'm kind of a crackhead, so I fit in.
Yeah, well, 22 is much worse. We have like a, I don't even know how to describe it. We just have a bad rep. Like or you probably don't hear about it because like everyone, all the freshmen always think like, oh, I'm the worst class, we're the worst class, we're the worst class. But we're actually the worst class because like seniors and juniors will say, oh yeah, like the sophomores, they're the like the worst. Like I don't know how to describe it. We're just notorious for like everything.
Okay.
You can use your imagination.
But the sophomores sometimes really bother me. Like, not you or any of our friends, but like they're like sitting areas in the stew where they're like designated but not actually designated, and the sophomores like try to establish their dominance by like kicking the freshmen out of their area. But I feel like they seem to forget that they got out of freshman year like 4 months ago and that they're really not that cool. So, yeah. It can be kind of annoying.
For those who don't know, the stew is our student center. We just call it the stew. But yeah, I mean, the thing about sophomore year, you're still an underclassman, but like you got rid of that freshman label. So I think people like take way too much advantage of that. So I don't know. Like I mean I try not to just because I know how it feels to be a freshman, and that was just not fun for me at all. I didn't have a bad freshman year. It just wasn't like fun. I mean, the schedule was terrible. My teachers weren't bad, but you know. But yeah, I guess it's just kind of about like remembering where you came from. So don't like give crap to other people for being where you were, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah. What are we at? We are at 22 minutes.
It's impressive.
I know. I'm surprised you wanted to talk that long.
Okay, so the thing is, like, I get really nervous when someone tells me that I have to talk about something for a really long time. But then someone will, like, ask me something, and it will be something that I'm interested in, and then I just blabber on about it for, like, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I a good host?
Yeah.
I am? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried you weren't going to talk at all. But yeah, I'm still recovering from a cold. So I apologize for my voice. I'm just suffering right now. I was in a play last Thursday through Saturday, and I seem to always get sick after my plays. So yeah, my voice is a little bit better right now. If I sound like congested, you'll hear the difference in my next video, or in the next podcast. Hopefully Martin will be there. We'll see.
That would be a party.
We'll have to record it like this Saturday. No, we can't, because we have Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So yeah, the podcast will not. Episode 2 will probably not come out for like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's gonna be so weird. Imagine not seeing everyone every day.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. No, I don't know. Like I like people here, but I also like my friends from Boston, and I like being able to see them. Just because like people here, like you take classes with them, you have to do everything, all this crap with them that is just sometimes not fun. So it just leaves like a bad taste in your mouth. So it's nice to like see my friends from elementary school. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably play some baseball with my friends. What are your Thanksgiving plans?
I don't know. First, I have to fly, which is kind of a big thing. I hate flying.
Oh yeah, talk about that a little bit.
So, I don't know. I'm not afraid of small spaces. Like, I actually like being in small spaces. But being stuck in a place that I can't get out of for a long time just bothers me. Like, being in an airplane for 6 hours where if I need to get off the airplane, I can't. It just like freaks me out. I had a bad experience in 8th grade. We were going to Costa Rica, and I had a panic attack in the airplane bathroom for 4 hours. Yeah, so that it made the flying experience worse, but I'm going to power through, take some anxiety meds, the routine. And then once I get home, I'm going to see my cat, which I'm really excited about because I love my cat. And I'll probably sleep for a really long time because I'm absolutely exhausted. And then we're going to cook a lot. We always cook so much food. Like, it's just me, my mom, and my sister. Like, we never invite anyone to Thanksgiving. But we cook so much. Like, oh my god. We make, 4 pies, a massive lasagna, spaghetti and meatballs, homemade spaghetti and meatballs, and homemade sauce. Because we're Italian. And then we have, 5 different types of bread. I don't even know. So much food. Literally so much food. I don't even like Thanksgiving food that much. Turkey. And then I'm probably going to try to hang out with my 3 closest friends in Washington. Because the break isn't that long. And I haven't seen them in a while. And honestly, I don't have that many close friends in Washington. A lot of the people are just completely different from me, so it's hard to spend time with them. But I'm really excited to go home. It's I love everyone here, but being a boarding student just gets exhausting because there's no time to recover because you're always at school. I love my room and I love my friends and I love the school, but it's just a lot of time here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just something you get used to.
Yeah.
Same with, the flying stuff. You're going to have to do it a lot.
Yep.
Especially going home, so you're going home Thanksgiving, then you have 2 weeks here. Then you're going back to Washington for winter break.
Yeah.
Then March and summer. So, I mean, you'll get used to it. You have 4 more years here, so.
Yeah.
I guess you'll get used to it.
Yeah, because I love traveling. Going places is always really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But getting there, not so fun.
Yeah, I got you. How many times, or... What time is it? I have, 2 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Where, or how much have you traveled, in a plane?
In a plane, a lot, but not to different places. I've been to the East Coast a ton in my life. Because we usually go every year with my father to see my grandparents, which is not that fun. And then, I don't know, we've come out here to visit my sister at school a few times. And then I've been to Mexico and Costa Rica. And I've been to Colorado. But that's basically it. We don't travel that much. I've been to Florida. Traveling's just, expensive. My mom works.
Yeah, I got you.
So, we don't travel that much. And, when I was little, I didn't like flying, but I wasn't afraid of it. But, yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really travel much either. I think my last trip on the last trip on a plane was this summer. I went to California for the first time, which was really fun. We flew into San Francisco, drove down to Santa Barbara, stayed there one night, then went down to LA, stayed there for 3 nights, I think, and then San Diego for the last couple nights. So that was a lot of fun, actually. I think LA was definitely my favorite, and then San Francisco was second, just because, the hills there are crazy. There was, so there's this one that's, probably a 45-degree angle, and our Uber drivers were obviously from the area, so they knew how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this one, and my parents made me sit in the front seat. I don't know why, but I wasn't even paying attention, and then I had to look at our Uber driver. He was driving a stick shift up a 45-degree hill in San Francisco. And it was so interesting because we got to the top and there was a red light. So we had to stay on this hill. And he had like one of those like old cars, so he couldn't just step on the brake. So he had to like let go of the brake, like shift, go like like kept like had to like switching gears as we're going up and sliding back like 3 feet for like probably 30 seconds. So that was like
that sounds
super
horrible.
Yeah.
That was scary. But I think we hit 30 minutes on the podcast, so I'm going to end it here just because I have to
Go to a dance rehearsal because I'm in a dance concert and I'm already late for. But that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Hopefully Martin will be with us next week or whenever I post this. Thank you, Caitlin, for being here and being interviewed. What was it like being on the Cappin podcast?
It was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. I was worried, but turned out good.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's been Nate. I'm your host. Martin's supposed to be here, but he's not. I'll see you guys later. Peace.